Well, good morning, everyone. It's Dalton out here. I've been out here in a couple of weeks. The lake is up some. I'm not sure how many feet, but it looks like quite a bit. Water clarity still looks pretty good, a little bit stained in some areas, and water temperature about 15 in the morning is 53 degrees, so it's not near as cold water temperature as I thought it was going to be because it's been really cold out here. I'm going to start this morning with a little fluke style bait. Just kind of run along the edge here, hop it along the bottom, see if I can get some bites. There's one right there. There we go. A little too loose. There we go. I went and jumped this little fluke, and this guy jumped right on it. It's like a pretty nice one. Pretty nice fat chunky one. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish right here. I'm always happy with this. Come here, buddy. Got him right in the roof of the mouth if I want him. Come here, bud. Get one in here. Oh yeah. That's a nice fish right there. Good sized spotted bass on a fluke style bait. Just kind of hopping it along the bottom. Got a nice one here. Beautiful fish. Yeah, he's a little bitty guy. At least there's some fish over here. I wasn't sure if there's any fish over here. This guy's really dinky. Bait's about 3/4 long as he is. It's just a bait. I'm just hopping it around, just trying to get a little bit of a reaction bite. I want to see how aggressive they are right now. Right now they seem very aggressive. There we go. Little drop shot action. Had a bite on this earlier and missed it. Right off this point over here, and it starts off, shallow up on the edge, and it drops off real fast. So that's kind of where I'm throwing. Another pretty nice one right here. It's one of my favorite drop shot baits. I forgot I had them. I was going through my stuff like we all do, and you find stuff you forgot you had. I used to use this all the time. Here's a nice one right here. Another nice spot. Wow. Come here, guy. Don't get off. Dang. You don't want to come in. Oh, another good one right there. Some of these fish, you start thinking about pre-spawn. Some of these bass like this probably already got eggs in them. It's not time to spawn yet, but that is a very fat belly bass. Beautiful fish on a drop shot. Using this worm right here. I used to use it all the time. Like I say, I forgot I had them. And this one here is a morning dawn color. Working it extremely slow. And if I just give them time, they set their own hook. These little I like the Aaron Martin Gamakatsu drop shot hooks. They're super duper sticky and sharp, and basically they set their own hook. Before I move up on this point, I'll show you this bait. I take and nose hook it. It's a great little bait. I'm using a 3/16 ounce tungsten and a little drop shot hook, of which I cannot remember the size of it. These little worms right here are extremely buoyant. Like I say, one of my favorite drop shot worms. Let me get it, the bag. Okay, these are made by Yum Baits. They're called a sharpshooter. This one here again is like Morning Dawn. I have some shad color ones too, but right now I like that Morning Dawn with the sun up. I just feel like it shows up better down there. Just moving it ever so slow. Now, I looked on Tackle Warehouse. They don't have these anymore. Bass Pro. The only place that I've been able to find them, at least for right now, I'm going to order some more, is on Tackle Direct. So again, the Sharpshooter, really good drop shot bait. So on that drop shot bait, I was using 8-pound test. I didn't tell you what the line size was. The other thing I've been getting bites on, got a pretty good one earlier. This is a Z-Man bait. It's called a Finesse Shad Z. The color of this is the deal. Basically, it's a small fluke. Okay, has a lot of buoyancy, floats around. I didn't have any ball head jigs that, well, the ones that I have, it's just too much hook for this bait. So I went ahead and just used a regular Ned rig, just the TRD mushroom head by Z-Man. This one here is a 1/6 ounce. I wanted some weight on it. I'm using 8-pound test, and I'm taking this thing and I'm just kind of popping it off the bottom. Sometimes I'll drag it, sometimes I'll pop it a couple of times just to see if I can get their attention. But so far, these are the baits that I've been catching them on, and I've gotten quite a few bites on them. So yeah, little Shad Z, I just showed you, it'll get a lot of bites. It's gonna look like a bait fish, just kind of struggling on the bottom, especially with this color. Winds up being a pretty good bait to get a reaction bite, plus I can cover a lot of water with it. Right off this point, I'm sitting on a rocky point right at the top of it, throwing this on the outside. There we go, got me one. I just dropped it right under the boat. There he was. Good little fighter. See what I got here. Oh no, that's a nice one right there. I thought for a second it was a catfish. It's a big old spotted bass. This is a big one here. I gotta get him up here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on over here. Come here. Come here. Quit that. There we go. That sucker right there. Big old spotted bass. Sitting right under the boat at about 15 feet. I'm just sitting up there looking at my 2D. And I saw like a little group of bait going under me. Kind of worked this thing. Well, I hooked him good. I'll tell you, these little hooks, they are good. I'll get him. There we go. Okay. All right. There you go. This one here feels like about probably 3 pounds on a drop shot. Look at that belly. This is a pre-spawn female right here, getting ready to lay some eggs. Big fat one. Beautiful fish. Broke my hook. Really got buried deep in there, and I broke it as I was getting it out. But this little worm right here, I tell you what, this is the same one I've been using the whole time. You would think it'd break off, but I just nose hooked it. And I just slowly moved it around. You know, caught a few fish today. Got some good bites. Caught 3 or 4 nice ones. Caught a couple of them pre-spawn females, especially that one, you could just tell. And it was a good day. Winter time, I never know. I never know how I'm gonna do in the winter. Sometimes I do good out here, sometimes I don't. Today I did pretty good. Had some good bites and had a lot of fun. As far as the jigs, in my last video, I'd share with you guys I'm getting ready to you know, start making some jigs, and I've got a lot of the supplies coming in. I got my skirts in yesterday. I order my jigs out of Virginia, and they make them and they paint them. They paint the heads the way I want, and of course I'll get the weed guards. They're going to send that all in. I'm going to hand tie them. I'll start letting you guys know when they're ready. Probably do a video from the house as soon as I have a few of them ready, because I do have some people that already have put in some orders for some jigs. I thank you for that response. I'm gonna have a lot of fun making them. I've been hand tying some, but I've been using old jigs that I've had for a long time, and you know, not something I'm gonna sell. Just practicing my hand tying, really not that bad. I think the hardest part of it was just getting the knots down. Once you get them down, it's like routine. It's super easy. So a lot of fun. Sit right up here on top of a point. Just got a nice pre-spawn female spotted bass. Points were kind of the key for me today, catching them anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 feet. So 10 to 20 feet was the range for me today, on top of the points and on the outside of the points, and not every point produced. Excuse me, but it wound up a good day fishing. Well, I thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it, and I'll be talking to you on the next video.